تَصَعِّرْ خَدَّكَ لِلنَّاسِ, and do not turn your face away from people out of pride. And remember that you have been created from a sperm and came out from the place where urine comes out from twice. Once from your father and then once from your mother. Yes, you must explain to your children why things are forbidden and why things are commanded, why things are good for them and why things are bad for them. And I recall my dear father, who I owe so much gratitude to. And I never cease to mention his gratitude which he has upon me. Wallahi, I can never repay my father or mother, brothers and sisters. The one who raised me and taught everything that I know today. He used to take me out when he used to make deliveries in his work, deliberately so that he can talk to me like a friend. And he would take me sometimes past places where he could see, excuse me for saying this, prostitute and homosexuals and people who are drunk and so on. And he would say to me, son, this is what happens to people who go astray. Son, this is what alcohol is. Son, this is what homosexuality is. Son, this is what fornication is. This is how they do it. This is how they experience it. Son, this is what happens to so-and-so. Son, oh son, he taught me before my teachers at school taught me. The Western teachers, their way. And whenever any other person taught me about, for example, sorry for saying this, taught me about sex, taught me about homosexuality, taught me about alcohol, taught me about drugs, taught me about, I would have also already learnt it from my father. And remember, العلم في الصغر كالنقش في الحجر. As a famous saying is said, this is correct. Teaching your children at a young age is like carving into a rock. When you carve into a rock, nothing can make that carve go away. أبدا. As the Prophet ﷺ says, علموا أولادكم الصلاة وهم أبناء سبع. Teach your children prayer when they are at 7 years old. وَاضْرِبُوهُمْ عَلَيْهَا وَهُمْ أَبْنَاءَ عَشْرٍ. And then punish them for not praying when they are 10 years old. Slowly. And you teach them at a young age. And why not? Have a birthday for them. Well, it's not really a birthday. Have a party for them when they turn the age of 7. And bring his friends along, or her friends along. Get them some prizes and presents. Have a nice moment for them, which they could remember. Because, you see, that child at 7 years old would never remember that day when he turned 7. The reason why his father did a party for him or her is because they were ready to be learnt how to pray, to be taught how to pray. And then when they reach the age of 10, make another party for them and teach them the hadith on that day to punish your children when they do not pray. So when they turn 10, they know that they have now become responsible and they have now moved on to a second stage. Gather their friends and this time take them to the mosque. If he is a son, then take them and let him meet the imam. To you it may not seem like a big thing, but the imam standing in front of that young boy, he will look at him, the young boy, and he will remember that, he will always remember that rejoiceful and honorable moment. The imam with all his piety and his honor standing in front of me, he shook my hand, making me responsible and go on to the next stage. Buy him or her a watch so they can follow the prayer times. Let them win your heart, mother and father. Let them win your heart. Don't let them feel as though you are dictators, oppressors. This is what a true leader is. Let them win your heart. Let them love you. So that when they cry, when you hit them and they cry, I've seen this with my own eyes. Some fathers and mothers, they have won the hearts of their children. So that when they actually hit them, they spank them for something which they have done, and they cry, you know what they do? Usually they run away. They hug them. They hug them and they cry. They hug them because they want them to forgive them. You've won them if you can do that. I ended here, brothers and sisters. And wallahi, we can spend nights and nights talking about the rights of our parents and the honor of them. But I fear that I may fall and burst into cries and weeping. But I'd like to end it by saying that some people ask me, well, what if my parents are dead? What do I do for them? A companion asked the Prophet ﷺ and said, my parents are dead. Do I still have to obey them? He said, yes, your obedience to them is by asking Allah, supplicating for them in goodness, visiting visiting their friends, and visiting their relatives, and visiting their cousins, and being good to them the same way you were good to your own parents. Even if you did not like them, brothers and sisters, you have to connect the family ties that are connected to your parents, whether you like it or not. And it's a major sin to cut off those ties. The Prophet ﷺ was once talking to an old woman, and she was very old. And the reason why he was talking to her, and he gave her a gift, he gave a gift to a tribe. And Aisha radiallahu anha asked him, why are you giving those gifts to that tribe? He said, that is the tribe that assisted my wife Khadija, and she is from them. That is the tribe of my mother, and I must connect that family tie. So you must honor and respect the people, the friends of your father and the friends of your mother. Do not forget that, brothers and sisters. They have a right against you with that. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. I thank you for listening, brothers and sisters. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.